Say hi, my name is Daniel and these are my sons, Dean and Devin, and I am a stay-at-home father. I'm gonna put these boys to take a nap and I'll be right back. We are the Marzoa family, and in 2020, our biggest dream came true when we became dads to twin boys. Thousands of diapers and bottle feeds later, it has been quite the journey. Join the fam and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our last video we posted was on New Year's, where we had a little get together here with my brother and sister-in-law and our nieces and nephew. Without wanting to, we just kind of took a break from YouTube. It has been a year and a half and of recording and uploading every single week, and I just needed a moment to kind of take down all of the Christmas decorations and just breathe. Taking care of the boys is definitely a lot, plus everything on social media. It looks very easy online once it's edited and packaged and has the right music, but it's a lot of work. A lot of times I spend at night reviewing footage or pre-producing one of the videos that you guys see, even though it just looks like I turn on the camera and go, but that's not the case. You know, being that we documented so much on YouTube, there's still so many memories that we have that have happened just spontaneously, and things that I want to talk about that I haven't had the opportunity to talk about on this channel, and just kind of do a little recap of 2021. So a year ago, in January 2021, we had 6-month-old babies. And it's a little mind-blowing to think that at this time last year, we had 6-month-old babies. So much has changed. But even at 6 months, the boys were already holding their own bottles. I remember the first thing that we did on January 1st was we went on a picnic with the boys at a park, and it was just nice. It was a beautiful way to start the new year. We also did a mini celebration on their 6-month birthday, which you guys know because we shared it here on YouTube. But I have to admit that 2021 was one of the hardest years of my life. Obviously, the pandemic has a lot to do with it. I think that having my grandmother move to California was very, very difficult for me. My grandmother, who is 92 years old, had to move to California, and this is a woman that has always been by my side ever since I was a kid, a baby, my whole life. Even when I lived in New York for 3 years, I would still come down to Miami every 2 months. I think the longest that I was away from her living in New York was for 4 months. So that was definitely very difficult to not be with her this last year. This year was also one of the messiest years of my life. Feeding was intense. It was messy, it was difficult, and probably one of the hardest things for me was having to feed the boys, which I have been very open about on our YouTube channel. It's just a mess. Another time that was very difficult. So in the summer, we celebrated the boys' birthday. COVID cases had gone down dramatically. And then a month after their birthday, COVID cases started going back up. And we had to go back into lockdown to protect, our boys, which was very difficult because there was a glimpse of hope that this pandemic was almost over and we can get back to normal life. But that was not the case. We had to go back on lockdown, which was something that was very difficult for me. So much so that I had to go see a therapist because the anxiety was so bad. And I know I'm not the only one that struggles. You hear the boys upstairs. I'm not the only one that struggles with mental health for the last couple of years. It has been a difficult year in that capacity. And there was plenty of people who thought that I would not be able to get through it, that I would not be able to take care of the boys on my own completely. I've even heard some people say, where do you hide the nanny? And and where's the cleaning lady at? And for the record, they're having a party upstairs. For the record, there is no nanny. I take care of the boys all day, every day. I change practically every single diaper. And we do have a cleaning lady that does a deep clean and washes our laundry, but for the most part, it is all on me. But I have done it. I'm surviving. The boys are doing great, and I have to say that I'm very proud of myself to be able to raise healthy and loving children. I have definitely put myself on the back burner, but I think that a lot of parents do that. So for the haters, I did it. Okay. So what got me through this year were having moments of just being able to get in the car and drive by myself in utter silence. Cuddles, a lot of cuddles. Cuddles have healing powers, especially when you have two miracle babies, now toddlers, to do it with. Some of my favorite moments of 2021 were when Dean started to sing Happy Birthday. Both Dean and Devin, they would just get so excited to hear the song Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dean and Devin. Happy birthday to you.
And another thing that I did not share from the boys' birthday was a moment at the end of the boys' first birthday where our surrogate was leaving, the party was over, and I just hugged her and I thanked her for everything that she had done. And I told her that none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for you. And we both just started crying our eyes out, and it was such a beautiful moment because it was just so nice to be able to tell her that and to have experienced the boy's birthday in all of its glory and be able to thank the one woman that helped us make it happen. Hearing the boys say our name, so in the beginning, I think around 6 months, the boys were saying Dada, and we posted videos on that. ¿Tú estás diciendo Dada? Sí, Dada! But most recently, Dean has been saying Papa, and that just melts my heart. Like, you could have the worst day, stressful, anxiety, tired, and hearing him say Papa is like there's not a care in the world.
¿Y cómo me llamo yo? Papá. Un besito. ¡Mua!
We also enjoyed going to the beach. We are from Miami, so we love going to the beach. This year is the year of the park. We spent most of our time in parks, all types of parks. Water parks, regular parks, parks with playgrounds. We get up every single morning and we hit a park, any park. Boys get out, get some sun, burn off some energy. I would say the majority of our time, if we weren't in this house, we were in a park. I will always remember last year as the year of the park. One thing that we don't talk about a lot on this channel is our dog, Zoe. So Zoe is a Shiba Inu. She is 4 years old. She's such a good girl. She loves the boys and the boys love her back. So Dean will give her kisses and hugs her, but they both can play a little rough with her. So we're constantly teaching them we tell her suavecito, which means soft. Suavecito, nene, suavecito, so they can associate. They can't play rough with Zoe. It's all soft because she does get annoyed because sometimes they bug the shit out of her. And she'll leave the room or get off the sofa. It's a beautiful relationship to raise children with an animal so they can know how to love and respect animals and not be scared of them, which I think is something that's very important. So what is next for the Marzoa family in 2022? Let's say we have a lot of plans. So coming up next week will be our baptism video, or I think getting ready for the baptism. So we have had to prolong our baptism. We were gonna do it right after their first birthday, but because of the pandemic, we didn't. And not that the numbers are any lower, but we've been in this for 2 years, and at one point Dennis and I needed to look at ourselves and say, how long are we going to continue to live like this? So with some caution, you know, we are going to move forward and have the boys' baptism. It's something that is extremely important to us to raise our children with faith. We have a reverend coming to the house, but next week we'll talk more about that topic and kind of show you some of the setup and things that we're doing for the baptism. And then after that, we want to go to Disney World. Being born and raised in Miami, both Dennis and I love Disney. I had season passes since I was a kid, and at one point as an adult, I was just like, okay, like how many times am I gonna go to Disney? I was just always there. So I stopped going for a while, but now that we have kids, you know, we are very much looking forward to being a Disney family and taking the boys and kind of living the magic with them. They are too little to remember any of that. And yes, we're going because we want to go and we want to take our children. It's a memory that we are not going to forget, and we'll record it and we'll show pictures to the boys and say, we took you when you were little. But ultimately, it is something that both Dennis and I are very much looking forward to. And then this year, we will definitely make it out to California to visit my grandmother that I haven't seen in a year, and my sister that I have seen even longer, and my nieces and nephew. It's been over 2 years the last time I saw them. Excuse me. It's not coronavirus. The last time I saw them was when the boys were babies and they had to see their cousins through the window, which was very, very sad. I miss being able to spend time with them, and my goal for this year is to go to California and spend time with my family. On a personal note, I would love to write a children's book. So 2022, that is going to happen in between the boys' naps and when they're sleeping. I'm going to write a book, and I'm saying it on YouTube, so I have to do it. So besides that, that was kind of like a very quick recap summary of some of the highs and lows of 2021, and we're so much looking forward to 2022. We want to send a huge shout out to everybody that's watching us. So I am a stay-at-home dad, and when the pandemic hit, I did lose my job. But thanks to social media and everybody that loves us and support us, I have been able to make a living off of social media, whether it's Instagram or YouTube, doing many different collaborations, which is a lot of work, but it grants me the opportunity to stay at home with my children. And maybe at one point I can elaborate more on that if that's something that you guys are even interested in. But it has been a huge blessing, and I thank you so much for loving us and accepting us and showing us as much love as you guys have. You guys are truly part of the Marzoa family in such a hard year. I had you guys to help me through it because I had a creative outlet to be able to be creative. I am a creative soul and I'm a people person, and even though I'm still talking to a camera, you know, we built this beautiful relationship where I'm able to open up and share parts of our lives and in turn help inspire and instill hope in some of you. It's a win-win situation. Truly it is. So with that said, I'm so excited to be back on YouTube. I needed a break. I needed a minute, but we are back. You know, Dennis is still working a lot. He's working 6 days a week. He gets up before I do and gets home right before putting the boys to sleep. So he's definitely extremely stressed out, and obviously I have a lot going on with the boys, but we're gonna make it happen. And again, thank you guys for watching. Send you guys much love from the Marzoa family. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye, see you next time.